heating up around Manchester United and Bryan Mbeumo, because Manchester United are continually pushing hard to sign Bryan Mbeumo from Brentford. But the Bees have just rejected their second bid worth 62.5 million euros. Why do you say that sounds quite familiar? Because that is the amount of release clause that Manchester United paid for Matheus Cunha from Wolves to join Manchester United. So this is a problem that Manchester United are facing. It is going to be a hard one for us to be able to convince Brentford in order to sell Bryan Mbeumo. Manchester United have already seen their initial offer around £55 rejected and turned down, despite Mbeumo making it very clear to both parties. And when I say both parties, I am talking about Brentford and Tottenham Hotspur, that he wants to move to Old Trafford. Brentford are still holding firm for a fee closer to £65 million. This is the key part of this situation. And when I say £65 million, Manchester United bid, I believe, 55 plus the add-ons in order to make it £62.5 million. So what we know in that situation is that the £55 million is guaranteed, but then that add-ons might be guaranteed. It's not guaranteed, but it's on very likely performance-based successes, basically. For the Manchester United qualifying to the Champions League next season, Brentford get an additional amount. But I believe Brentford do not want this situation. They want a guarantee of 62 or at least 65 million pounds. I think this is where the key structure of this deal has not struck yet. Mbeumo, of course, is coming off a monster season, 20 goals, 19 assists. Anybody in their right mind would absolutely take Mbeumo to their team right now, because he is coming off what is arguably the best season of his life across all competitions. Man United see him as a key part in their attacking, to fix their attacking woes. After a very rough 2024-2025, already the assignment mentioned for the same amount, but they are not trying to overpay like in the past windows. That is the key part of this situation. Manchester United are not trying to pay more than what they believe that the player is worth. And if they are trying to do that, they are basically taking longer to actually get this deal done. That's the only difference in this situation. The talks are still ongoing, as Fabrizio Romano has basically just mentioned, and there is optimism that this deal will be struck sooner than later. It has basically been reported last week that Manchester United and Bryan Mbeumo has set, or there's a date for the medical for next week. So I believe Manchester United need to get this deal done. Now, I honestly do not think that Brentford are working over the weekend, because it's the weekend and everybody needs a day off. However, this is a deal that, because the apex of the deal agreed and already known, I believe that deal can get done sooner than later. So in this situation, I believe on Monday morning we might be hearing, or Monday evening we might be hearing the here we go that we all want and we all believe that should be the case right now. Talks are still ongoing, like I said. There's optimism about the deal, that the deal could be struck soon. Mbeumo's contract runs out next summer, though Brentford have an option to extend it by a year. So the pressure are on both sides. Now this situation is getting heated, but I'm going to keep you guys updated when it comes to moving forward about the situation. If we get the here we go, if we get the deal done, I'll let you guys know about the situation. Anyway, before we move any forward, if you guys have found value in this video, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, and we'll continue to provide value to you when it comes to Pillar Sports and everything that we post here on Pillar Sports. Love you all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.